Hey, it's Shari, Facebook Live. Okay, here's a loaded topic for you. Who's better at sales? Or, well, let me put it differently. What's the difference between men and women salespeople? I'm asking you that because I'm getting filmed for a documentary on Friday. I'm very excited. I can't tell you who it is. Big company. Hopefully the movie makes it big and you can all see it. But one of the questions they're asking me is, what's the difference between men and women salespeople? And I'm going to ask you to join in and respond as well. These are generalizations. It's like, what's a millennial like? But I've found these generalizations to be pretty true. Maybe you don't buy it. Maybe you've got your own feelings about it. But here we go. So generally, and because our brains are very different, if you haven't noticed, women tend to be more inclusive and men tend to be more competitive. You've probably seen this. You've seen this in business. Men are, I can do this, I can do that. It's sort of this, my daddy's better than your daddy. And that can be very important in sales. Women tend to collaborate a little bit more. I'll share a funny thing with you. I live with two men, my husband and my 12-year-old son. And we were listening to the birds tweeting in our yard. And I said, oh, what do you think the birds are saying? It's kind of a Rorschach test for, how you're feeling about something, right? And my son immediately says, get out of my nest. This is my nest, not yours. And my husband says, I'm the king bird. This is my domain. And I'm thinking, oh my God. I woke up this morning and I was thinking this sweet little bird was saying, look at all my new feathers. I have such a beautiful new nest. I have purple and pink and I have great worms. Would you like to come for a worm party? I mean, I'm thinking, these birds want to hang out and have friends, and they're thinking, they want to win and conquer. And so again, I don't know that it's a bad thing or a good thing, but it's something to realize that women tend to be more collaborative. And if we're working on a project, we tend to collaborate more. Men tend to compete more. It's just sort of the nature of the beast. I just read in an article in the New York Times, the sort of second difference is, and this prevents women from getting ahead, I might add. And right now, the statistics are 16 to 18% of women are in sales leadership. And we need to change that. My friend, Lori Richardson, runs Sales Pros. And she talks about this all the time. Daniel, you just asked where I am, and I'm here on Facebook Live. She runs Women's Sales Pros, and she says that this is just what's so. So how do we get more women in sales? One of the things is women tend to be more loyal, and so they'll stay at a position even if it doesn't serve them. And again, men tend to be more competitive. They tend to be more opportunistic. Okay, so that's just something that happens. Here's another one. I find that women can be more apologetic and less self-confident. I was on an airplane yesterday and I couldn't believe it. There was a woman in the window seat, and then there was a man in the middle seat. And the woman apologized 3 times for going to the bathroom. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. I don't mean to get in your way. And I said, oh, you're fine, you're fine. And then I started watching this phenomenon and noticing that women apologize. She's apologizing for going to the bathroom. The guy, he just gets up, gotta go to the can. Hey, move over, excuse me. But he doesn't apologize. And Sheryl Sandberg talked about this, I believe, in Leaned In, and she says, women tend to not have the confidence. That's why in emails we're saying, hi, I'm just checking in. She says, drop the word just. Women, stop apologizing, particularly if you're going to the bathroom, right? So I see that as another difference, is that we're a little more apologetic and less confident, and that keeps us from getting bigger roles. The next difference that I see, I find women can be more talkative and less direct. Now that's fine if you're talking to other women. I'm going to give you some advice here, and that is that if you're talking to a man, you might want to be a little less, a little more direct and no drama. My God, men hate drama. They don't like emotion. I mean, as a general rule, I'm just saying, so get rid of that office drama. It drives them crazy. They probably have a little bit at home. I'll tell you, when I first got a job at Marriott, I remember my boss used to call me every night. I was a new sales manager, and he'd say, what happened today? And I'd go off and say, oh my God, you wouldn't believe the outfit Susan wore. And then, Kel showed up late, and I think he'd been drinking the night before. And I'd go on for like 15, 20 minutes. And I noticed him getting more and more frustrated. And then on the 4th or 5th day of my tenure as a sales manager, my buddy Dave stood in for me because it was my day off, and he was talking to my boss, and I heard him get on the phone with him, and he replied, "Oh, $2,400 volume per guest? Yeah, we did $256,000 in sales. Yep, and 3 callbacks. Done. Conversation over." And I realized, it was then that I realized, oh my God, I'm giving him all of this information that maybe another woman would want to hear because it's chatty and talkative. And I need to be more direct. He wants the numbers. He wants to know what's going on. This is probably also a sign of being more professional in your career, right? We want to get to the point. So those are just some ways that women and men are different in sales. I am on a mission to help more women get in sales, to help more women excel in sales. It's the greatest profession in the world, particularly today. I mean, here I am sitting in my office. We can, generally you've got your own schedule, you've got your own life. You can do anything you want in terms of sky's the limit income. And here's an interesting fact. According to Harvard Business Review, 46% of all college graduates, regardless of their major, are going to end up in sales of some kind by 2020. I believe we all sell all the time. Whether you're selling to your kid to clean his room, whether you're selling your boss for a promotion, or you're trying to talk your spouse into going to Mexico instead of going camping, we all sell all the time. Are you any good at it? And I'm going to be bringing you skills to help you master the art of selling. Hey, thanks for joining me. Let me know what you think. Men, women, am I wrong? Am I off the mark? Tell me what you think. Thanks. Bye-bye.